Welcome back. It is time for the second drop of free assets for the month of November for the Epic Marketplace, or FAB as it is now called. So, if you're not aware, we used to have a free monthly rotations of assets. There were 5 assets usually per month that we were available to get, and when we got those, we get to keep those forever. However, we need to get it within a lot of the time period that they were available. Nowadays, we get 2 sets of drops, 3 each, and to find them you go to Fab, and then you can see here we have in this rotation of topics, we have a limited time free as it's called, and you can see get the latest time free content, and we go there, we get to the page where the free assets are. So these are the 3 assets that we get this time. We get a Stylized Fantasy Creatures pack, we get a Dragon Temple pack, and we get an Ancient Constructions pack. So going into one of these, what you do to get them is you go and buy now, but before you do that you may want to check the license, because you can get a personal license and a professional license, and the professional license is the one that's required if you have a revenue of more than 100k in the last 12 months. So what this applies to, if I remember correctly, is that if you have a project or you've released games that have generated less than this in the last 12 months, a personal project will be fine, because it's calculating from the point in time where you get the asset. So if you get more than 100k in like a month, then it doesn't apply as long as you didn't do it at the point of purchase. But regardless, you probably want to get the professional one to have a little bit more of a buffer there, or rather have more expanded license usage available to you. Anyway, with the license chosen, you can choose buy now or add to cart, and then go to the cart and then purchase the assets. So that's how it works. Let's check these out a little bit more in detail. So first out we have the Stylized Fantasy Creatures bundle, and this is that bundles overview map, and we can see some different variations of the different types of animals that you get, and these are pretty cool. I like the stylized effects. The issues, of course, always with stylized assets are that you're sort of limited to being able to use them, because you need to have a style in your game that these actually fit with. So it can't be dragged and dropped into everything and anything. But if this is a style that meshes well with what you're doing, that's a pretty cool pack, I would say, because it has a selection of 21 different animals that you can see different variations of colorings for here, and some of them have animations and some of them have blend spaces and things like that. So overall, a pretty interesting and cool pack. Next up we have, for all of those of you who have waited for a new cathedral and it has been way too long, here we have Dragon Temple, or Cathedral if you want to go that way. So here we have something that looks a little bit interesting. It looks like a mix between a sort of dungeon and a church, a cathedral, temple. It's quite an interesting architecture. It's both really grand and spacious, as at the same time it feels really cramped and claustrophobic. I don't really know. Pretty cool. In addition to that, and I don't know, this is maybe something that fits into your project really, really well. Maybe you have a Dragon King or something like that. There is also something on the page for this asset. So on the Dragon Temple page, you can see that they have a limited time bonus where it says get the modular desert town for 40 US dollars of value, gifted straight to your vault for free when buying this pack. Join the Discord to create a ticket to receive your bonus. Now, I don't know if this is because you're sort of buying it by using the Epic Marketplace free for the month rotation, second drop of it. So technically you're getting it now, and technically it says that the limited time bonus is available now. So technically it feels like maybe you should be able to get it. So if you're interested in the modular desert town, you could go to the Discord and inquire if this is something that's possible or if not. If they didn't mean for this to be allowed for people that gets from the free rotation, they probably shouldn't have this available at this point in time, in my opinion. But if it is available, cool for you. If it is not, I'm sorry for sending traffic to your Discord that is causing a lot of tickets that you didn't want to have. But the modular town looks quite interesting, looks pretty nice, so it might be something that you may want to get. So anyway, that's an option, and that's what it says on the page. Do with it what you will. The last asset for this time around in November, we are getting the Ancients, Constructions and Platforms pack. So what you see here is 10 different platforms or sections, I suppose. Some of which sort of work within each other, I guess, possibly if you were to scale them and place them on top of each other and such. They are of high quality according to the page itself, and you can see that if you get really close, it's looking very good. There's high detail, there's a lot of level of details available on these to begin with, to make sure that you have good optimized performance for them. To that I cannot really speak personally. What I can say from what I see here is that even though they look nice, there are not that many available to choose from, and you don't really get an idea of how these could possibly be combined or used. Maybe they're not meant to be combined or used in a like larger scale, which means that they sort of narrow a little bit in use case, right? Because even though you have ruins, and if these are not made to work well together in certain ways or function in a way that it looks good together, it's difficult to make use of more than maybe one or two of these, I guess. So a advice from me on my part would be, if you are the creator watching this, maybe you wanted to create a sort of map for demoing how you could make something larger scale, that's to get some ideas flowing for people that are interested in making use of your pack, something like that, to just inspire a little bit of what you had in mind when you created these. Might be that these were just meant to be part of high definition packages and not actual game projects or used like that, so maybe the usability and reusability of it is not important, but this is just me speculating. Anyway, this is the last pack for the second drop of the month, so I'll see you back in 2 weeks, so keep on learning. Take care. A big thank you to all of you who like, comment, subscribe and share my videos, or through other means support this channel. You are what makes this channel grow and become a resource for other people to learn from.